Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. We are presented by Magic Spoon. Guys, this cereal is fantastic. It uses natural flavors. There's tons of different flavors available. Whatever your taste buds are, you'll be able to find something that you like. Plus, the nutrition benefits are fantastic. Get $5 off your first order at magicspoon.com/bears. We'll have a link in the comments and in the description as well. Well, Matt Nagy had his Monday morning press conference, and just very predictable from this head coach at this point. He says Andy Dalton will start against the Raiders on Sunday if he is healthy enough. Said the next couple of days are critical to see where he's at with his left knee, but he made it very, very clear that he is QB1 and Justin Fields is QB2, despite Fields coming off a breakout game, if you will, against the Detroit Lions. This is just so predictable, and I have a lot of thoughts on this coming up in just a few moments, but I'm just going to start with this. If you think this is stupid, like the video, because it's moronic, it's dumb, it's ridiculous. Hit that thumbs up icon if you think this is stupid for Matt Nagy to say. It'll be even dumber if he actually executes it and actually has Dalton start on Sunday, which I'm actually not convinced he will do. We'll obviously see how the week plays out. But hit that thumbs up icon if you think this is stupid from Matt Nagy. This is insane and moronic. For him to go up there and basically the first question he answers is Andy Dalton is our starter if he's healthy. Like, what do you owe Andy Dalton at this point? Like, Justin Fields is the talking point. Justin Fields is who we should be talking about coming off a game when he threw for over 200 yards on just 11 completions. Like, the two talking points in Chicago right now are how Bill Lazor helped open up this offense with your superstar talented rookie quarterback, Justin Fields. Is he going to make mistakes? Yes. Does he have a lot of areas he needs to improve on? Absolutely. But you know what? We saw growth. We saw improvements. We saw the ability from Fields to flush the disaster last week and to come back and play pretty well and win a game. I get it. It's Detroit. Last week it was Cleveland. That's two totally different deals, but I think the growth was critical. I think it was important, and to stunt that growth and momentum to go back to Andy Dalton against the Las Vegas Raiders this week would be absolutely ludicrous in my opinion. So I think it would be a very, very bad decision in my opinion at the end of the day. Hopefully it doesn't happen because I just want to see Justin Fields continue to grow and to continue to play. Hey, if you want to fire Matt Nagy, you know what to do. We're starting the FN movement. If you want Matt Nagy gone, just type FN. If he would just get out of his own way and just be kind of this CEO type of head coach, I think it could actually potentially work, but he continues to do stuff like this. Yesterday, after the Bears win the game, yeah, Bill called plays, but everything goes through me and I have final say. Like, dude, just shout out Bill Lazor for calling a good game. Just be happy that you won. Like, his ego is just so massive, and it's wearing me out at this point. So type F in if you want to fire Matt Nagy. Get the comment section lit up right now. Okay, and I've really thought about this even more. I thought about it last night, and I've thought about it even more today now that Nagy has tripled, quadrupled down on this. Andy Dalton's our starting quarterback once he's healthy. Who does starting Dalton benefit within the Bears organization outside of Andy Dalton? Obviously, it benefits him because if he plays well this year, maybe he can get a contract somewhere next year. But who does it benefit for the Bears? It doesn't benefit Matt Nagy. It doesn't. If Fields continues to play and plays well, that's his best chance of keeping this job. This is not about Andy Dalton. I want to continue to make that clear. Dalton's played fine in the game and a half he's played this year, but this is not about Andy Dalton. This is about Matt Nagy and his ego. That is all this is about. For some reason, he feels like saying this and, I promised Dalton he's the starter when we signed him. Things change in sports. Things change in life. If, I don't know, let's say Chat Sports hires me and a week later, Colin Cowherd becomes available and they sign him. Guess what? Colin Cowherd's probably going to host this show because he's got 25 years on me and he's a superstar on-air talent where I'm continuing to improve. Andy Dalton has reached his peak at this point, and we've seen it. Justin Fields is the future. It doesn't make sense. Things change in life. It does not mean that you have to stick to your word. Andy Dalton's a big boy. He can handle it if Matt Nagy knocks on his door and says, hey, we're going with Justin. It benefits the franchise right now. Andy Dalton will be a pro. He'll be there for Fields. Yeah, he'll be pissed. He'll be annoyed. But you know what? That's life. Andy Dalton's got over $100 million in the bank. I think he'll be okay if you roll with Justin Fields. I mean, it's almost like, what's the old phrase that, what are the skeletons that Dalton has in Matt Nagy's closet? Like, it's just unreal that he continues to say this. I will say this. I'm not completely sure I believe Nagy when he says it. Maybe Nagy's pulling the, well, Dalton's still hurt, so I'll just continue to say it while he's hurt. But at some point, he's going to have to publicly say that Justin Fields is the starter and Andy Dalton's the backup. The only way he can get away with this is if Fields starts against the Raiders because Dalton is still not 100%, and then Fields just lays a total egg, and then he's like, I've been telling you guys, Dalton's the starter, and now that he's healthy, we're going to go back to him. So I don't get it. I think it's frustrating. I think it stunts the growth of Fields and his development and this franchise's development, to be quite honest. But the next few days will be interesting to see how it comes out. Plus that Wednesday report on injury report on Wednesday, I should say. Yeah, keep an eye out for that to see how much Dalton practices. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to the channel because we're going to continue to hit you guys with the latest Chicago Bears news, rumors, and much more throughout this NFL season. You want to keep it here because no one's going to be as authentic as I will when it comes to this team. It's a 2-2 team. It's not like the season's busted, even though all the distractions around Matt Nagy. So subscribe, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated, including on our live show tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern. Okay, let's keep it going with some more Chicago Bears news here. David Montgomery injury update. Not much of one here, but some has trickled down over the last 12 to 24 hours. Nagy didn't offer much this morning. Basically just said we'll know more in the next couple of days. It doesn't sound like it's season ending, though, which is a very good sign because he looked in a lot of pain and a lot of was limping around in the field after he left that game yesterday. But I do think it's pretty safe to say that he will miss some time. Ian Rapoport tweeted this out. Damien Williams, who also suffered an injury, said he has a thigh bruise and should be okay. He would be the starter right now if David Montgomery misses a few weeks with the knee injury. Montgomery may miss some time, though. The belief is that the knee is not serious. So that would tell me maybe short-term IRs at play. It could be a sprained MCL. That's usually a 3 or 4 week type of deal. We'll have to wait and see over the next, couple of days and obviously weeks as well. Hopefully he's not out long because I think we all saw on Sunday that David Montgomery really, when he's running the ball well, that's when this offense goes. It's as simple as that. So hopefully he isn't out for too long. But if he is, then the Bears will have to, monitor potential free agents because you're only down to Damien Williams, who may not be 100%, and Khalil Herbert on the active roster at this point. Is Damien Williams and Khalil Herbert enough at running back for now? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Let us know down in the comments if you believe that D. Will and Herbert could hold down the fort at this point in time. Obviously, you could call up Artavis Pierce from the practice squad for a couple of weeks if needed as well, but could see the combination of D. Will and Herbert for the time being. Shout out to Magic Spoon for being today's sponsor. It's high-protein cereal that has 0 grams of sugar, and you guys can get $5 off your first order at magicspoon.com/bears. We'll have a link in the comments and in the description for you guys. Tons of natural flavors and different flavors available for you guys, and this cereal is also gluten-free, grain-free as well. You've got the blueberry available, the cinnamon as we kind of cycle through the different options. I love the cocoa. It's one of my favorites as well. magicspoon.com/bears. We'll have a link in the copy and in the description. Make sure you take advantage of this cereal today. High in protein, low in carbs, 0 grams of sugar. The flavors I've got here, frosted. We've got the peanut butter, 2 of the top ones in the game right now. magicspoon.com/bears. Again, that link will be in the comments and in the description. Talk a little more about Monty and his big game yesterday and really what he's done this season. 309 on 69 carries, 4.5 yards per tilt, and that's 2 bad games in the middle because the O-line got whipped in week 2 and week 3. He is a big loss if you don't have him, like we previously mentioned. Now, Damien Williams, the good news is that he ran well yesterday. So if he's able to go even with that thigh bruise, 7 yards per carry against Detroit, this is why you sign a guy like him in case Monty goes down because he's experienced and has played at a very, very high level in the past with the Kansas City Chiefs. Thought he ran hard yesterday. I think he can bring some juice to this offense. And more so yet, Khalil Herbert, I think, is someone who could bring some juice to this offense. We've seen him have some big plays on some kick returns early on in this season as well. So hopefully, the Monty deal isn't super serious, and that this continues to progress for this Chicago Bears offense, because you really need Montgomery to get going and to be healthy for this football team. So we'll see what the test results end up showing. We'll see what the injury status ends up being. But for now, I think, at least a few games, right? Like, I doubt he's going to be available to play against Las Vegas, but that's why you subscribe, because we'll keep you guys updated if that changes. Should the Bears sign another running back? Type S for sign, type P for pass. Get your votes in down in the comments below right now on this one. Type your S, type your P. Let us know. That's just terrible wording on my part. S for sign, P for pass, and get your votes in down in the comments. Before we sign off, one more reminder to subscribe to the channel. We'll be live tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central Time, breaking down the latest Bears news and rumors. We'll answer your questions as well as you guys submit them in by using #Bears. So go ahead and subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we'll be live tomorrow here on the channel.